Right now, above your head, thousands of satellites are silently orbiting Earth. They are the invisible threads connecting our modern world, allowing you to watch this video, navigate with GPS, make phone calls, and even predict tomorrow's weather. But what if, in the blink of an eye, all of those satellites suddenly fell from the sky? What would happen to life as we know it? How would it affect you, your family, and the world? Today, we're going to explore this terrifying scenario, a world where every satellite fails and falls to Earth. This isn't just a story of technology, it's a story of our dependence, our resilience, and the fragile balance of the systems we rely on. Imagine this: without warning, thousands of satellites begin falling from the sky. Some burn up in the atmosphere, creating fiery streaks that light up the night. But not all of them disintegrate. Larger satellites, like those used for communication and weather monitoring, could crash into the Earth's surface, causing destruction wherever they land. Debris might rain down in cities, forests, and oceans, sparking chaos. The immediate consequences would be devastating. Planes in the air, relying on GPS for navigation, could lose their way. Emergency services like ambulances and fire trucks might struggle to respond without communication systems. Even simple things, like using a credit card or calling a loved one, could stop working. Think about it, in just a matter of moments, the world would be thrown into confusion. But this is only the beginning. Satellites are the backbone of nearly everything we do. Without them, our global systems would begin to crumble. Let's start with communication. Every phone call, text, or internet search that relies on satellites would stop. Long-distance communication, across countries and continents, would be impossible. Social media, streaming services, online businesses, all gone. Then, there's navigation. GPS, the system we use for everything from driving directions to shipping goods, relies entirely on satellites. Planes, ships, and trucks transporting food and supplies would be left stranded. Supermarkets could empty out within days. And what about weather forecasting? Without satellites, predicting hurricanes, storms, or droughts becomes nearly impossible. Farmers wouldn't know when to plant or harvest, leading to crop failures and potential food shortages. We often take these systems for granted. But without satellites, the interconnected world we've built would begin to unravel. Now, let's talk about what this means for you and your loved ones. In a world without satellites, life would become much more local. With no way to connect to the rest of the world, communities would have to rely on each other. Businesses that depend on global trade or internet access might shut down. Hospitals might lose access to critical data or emergency response systems. Even simple pleasures, like calling a friend overseas or watching your favorite show, would disappear. And for many, the realization would hit hard, just how fragile our modern way of life really is. But there's something else to consider. In moments like this, humanity has always found a way to adapt. While satellites falling might feel like the end, it could also be the beginning of something new, a chance to rebuild, to innovate, and to reconnect with each other on a deeper level. But what could actually cause all satellites to fall? There are a few scenarios. A massive solar storm, like the Carrington event of 1859, could fry the electronics on satellites, leaving them useless. A collision in orbit could create a chain reaction of debris, known as the Kessler syndrome, which would destroy satellites and make space unsafe for years. Or, in a more sinister scenario, advanced weapons designed to disable satellites could lead to a deliberate, large-scale attack on our space infrastructure. In each case, the result would be the same: satellites deorbiting and crashing back to Earth. But rebuilding them wouldn't be easy. Launching satellites requires years of planning, advanced technology, and billions of dollars. It could take decades to fully recover. This might sound like a worst-case scenario, but it's a reminder of how much we depend on the invisible systems above us. Satellites are more than just tools, they are the lifelines of our modern world. And their loss would teach us a powerful lesson: that the future of humanity depends on our ability to protect, adapt, and innovate. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember, those tiny dots of light aren't just stars. They're the satellites keeping our world connected, secure, and thriving. If this video opened your eyes to the incredible importance of satellites, share it. Let's start a conversation about the systems we rely on, and how we can prepare for a better future. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more of our videos as we uncover the hidden stories of our world.